Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just a couple of days ago, I reported on the disappointing first week sales of Mario Luigi Brothership, and unfortunately, the numbers are not great. As you can see from this chart, it has only sold around 63,000 units in Japan, and I believe that is just digital sales. Physical sales and data from other regions haven't been included yet. From what I have heard, sales in the UK are just as low, so things are not looking promising. To put this in perspective, Brothership is performing worse than Paper Jam and is even trailing behind Superstar Saga, the original Game Boy Advance game. It is not a good look for the Mario Luigi series, and as we have discussed before, there may be several reasons for this decline. In fact, it seems like more bad news is on the horizon for the series. Now, if you are a Mario Luigi fan, you probably know the backstory here. The series used to be developed by Alpha Dream, a studio that did some really great work, but apparently the future of Mario Luigi is uncertain, and the situation is only getting worse. As we know, the series was originally developed by Alpha Dream, but after struggling with low sales on remakes of older games for the 3DS, Alpha Dream went bankrupt. Now, we are seeing a similar problem. The studio behind Brothership, Acquire, could be acquired by Sony. If that happens, it could mean that the studio will no longer work with Nintendo. We don't know for sure, but if this acquisition goes through, there is a good chance Mario Luigi will need a new developer, which could delay or even end the series. This would mean we had either have to wait a very long time for the next game, or we might never see another Mario Luigi game again. Adding to the bad news, the game has received mixed reviews, with some praising it while others have criticized it. For example, IGN gave it a low score of 5 out of 10, which is an extremely low score for a Mario game, especially considering how beloved the series is. Now, I get that everyone has their own opinions, but it is kind of mind-blowing to me that a Mario Luigi game one that is packed with fun characters, a unique story, and an RPG experience that a lot of fans have been craving gets slammed this hard. This series doesn't need more setbacks, and it is disheartening to see how badly things are turning out. Sales typically don't determine Nintendo's commitment to a franchise, though Paper Mario has been through a lot over the years but continues to get new releases. Does that mean Mario Luigi will survive? I'm not sure, but the situation is different now. The series has already faced a developer bankruptcy and now low sales for Brothership. Despite the fresh and creative aspects of the game, including a unique story, characters, and world, it has not been enough to boost sales. The fact that big outlets like IGN have been so critical, possibly even participating in review bombing, could also contribute to the game's low sales. Now, on top of all this, the studio behind the game is potentially going to be bought out by Sony, which could lead to even more challenges for the series. Honestly, I can't believe Nintendo didn't step in to buy Alpha Dream when they went under. It's surprising that Nintendo didn't either save the company or create a new studio with the former Alpha Dream staff. We know that some ex-Alpha Dream developers worked on Brothership alongside Acquire, so why couldn't they have just been brought under a new studio run by Nintendo? I really hope that this holiday season brings a surge in sales for Mario Luigi, but I can't help but feel like the game has been treated unfairly. This game is not perfect, and I discussed deeper into my previous review. You can check out this video after this, but after finishing it 100%, I honestly don't understand how anyone could call it bland or uninspired. I thought it was one of the best experiences I have had with the Mario Luigi series to date. Still, given all the challenges the game faces, the future of the series seems bleak. So what can Nintendo do to save Mario Luigi? Personally, I think they need to find a new studio to handle the series. While I think Acquire did a good job, if they are bought by Sony and can't work with Nintendo, the franchise will need a new developer. I still believe Nintendo should have bought out Alpha Dream and kept them working on Mario Luigi games for the long term, as they clearly had a strong grasp on the series. As for the next game, it needs to be released at a key point in the new console's life cycle, not at the end like Brothership. If the game launches during the middle or early phases of the next Nintendo console, it would have a much better chance of succeeding. Also, the game needs a gimmick, a standout feature that will draw people in. But despite all of that, I still believe there's hope. Brothership deserves better, and I think with the right changes, Nintendo can save this beloved franchise. I think that was something Brothership lacked. There was not one major hook to make people excited. For example, Bowser's Inside Story was huge because it let you play as Bowser, which was a big deal at the time. The next Mario Luigi game needs something that catches people's attention, whether it's a new mechanic or a new character like playable Bowser again. In the end, I am not being paid by Nintendo to say this, but I really think Mario Luigi Brothership deserves more love. It's a fantastic experience with amazing characters, fun worlds, and a great story, much like what we haven't seen since Super Paper Mario on the Wii. Please, if you haven't played it, give it a chance this holiday season. It's worth it. So, what do you think? Are you worried about the future of Mario Luigi? Do you think Nintendo will keep making these games, or are we witnessing the end of the series? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.